Welcome to day 86 of Reset, Restart, Refocus. Okay, so I can't really call this a weekend roundup because I made a video on Saturday and updated you for that day. But what I can do is update you for Sunday and Monday. So here is my weight from yesterday. Okay, so yesterday I was 164.6, which means I was up just 0.2 pounds. So I gained back one of the 2 pounds that I lost the couple of days before that, and plus I'm up 0.2. So that's not bad. I mean, I'm not mad about it, and I'm not upset. I know how weight goes. It fluctuates up and down, up and down. I was happy to see 163. I'm not going to lie. But I'll see it again. It'll come up. So that's Sunday. Here is what I ate on Sunday. Okay, so it's just about 11 o'clock, and I'm going to have this salami with the cream cheese that I made yesterday with the banana peppers in the middle. This has got to be by far my favorite so far. Alright, so here's my second meal of the day. I have taco pie, yummy. I put about 1 tablespoon of this Treasure Valley salsa on it. And let me show you. There's the stats on it. So it has, for 2 tablespoons, it's just 10 calories, 3 carbs, 0 protein. So yeah, it's just about 1.5 carbs for that, with the guacamole and, or just pureed avocado, I guess, the whole avocado, and some sour cream. So anyway, I have one more of these to eat, and I think I'm going to have it tomorrow just to use it up, because it is so good. Okay, so I had the sopressata salami with the cream cheese and the banana peppers. Oh my goodness, that has got to be my most favorite little meat roll up there is. I can't get sopressata salami where I live, so I have to go to out of town to Colorado to get it. But every time I go, I always pick up a package of it. It's a little bit pricey because it's a specialty salami, but to me it's well worth it for a treat. I mean, if I'm buying salami for a treat instead of some of the other things that I bought for treats, that's not a bad thing. So, and then I also had that taco pie, which is one of my favorite things that I've made since I started this reset. It was just so good. And one thing that I really liked about it is I didn't put too many eggs in it, so it didn't have an eggy taste. It wasn't like a like an egg loaf kind of meal. I just put enough egg in there to hold it all together, and it was really good. I can't wait to make that again. Alright, so that's enough about Sunday. Oh no, that's not enough about Sunday. Let's talk about Sunday a little bit more. So I was making the green chili casserole for the for my meal prep, and I had put some aluminum foil over it so the top didn't get too brown, but that was a mistake because I cooked it for about, I don't remember, it was like 20 minutes or so, and it was really watery on top. So I decided to take the top off, and it took a lot longer for it to cook. So I let everybody go from the live stream. I didn't want to keep them. I didn't know how long it was going to take to finish cooking it, honestly. So I let everybody go off the live stream. I let it cook a little bit more. After it was done cooking, I let it sit on the counter for about 20 minutes or so it can kind of soak up some of the moisture and I could cut it real nicely. And so I just wanted to update you on the meal prep. So here is how the meal prep ended. Okay, so this is just an update on the green chili casserole that I made. It's thoroughly cooked. Well, I guess it's not too bad. It looks like it's a little bit watery still. Can you see that? Just a little bit though. I guess it's not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. So anyway, let me get this all in containers and we will recap the meal prep for this week. Okay, so here is the result of today's meal prep. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. So I just have 3 containers of these turkey and cream cheese and banana pepper rolls. I have a feeling that 4 is going to be too many, even though that's what I told Abby to put in each one. So I'll probably end up eating 3, so I think that these will end up being 4 containers. And then this is the cabbage and sausages that I made. And I'm going to use some mustard with that. Just some plain yellow hot dog mustard is what I want with that. And then this right here is the green chili casserole. Oh my goodness, you guys, it smells amazing. So out of that casserole, I got 6 containers. I have some holy avocado minis. I have some sour cream that Owen prepped for me, and some salsa. So I'm going to be eating good. Yum. Okay, so it all looks good, right? At first I thought when I was letting the green chili casserole sit there for a while, I thought it was still really, really watery, but it was fully cooked. And I didn't want to cook it anymore because it was getting really brown around the edges. But I let it sit for about 20 minutes. It soaked up some of that moisture and ended up being good. Now the thing that I believe caused a lot of, made it watery and moisture, besides the fact that I covered it and all the steam couldn't escape, which I won't do that again, was the green chilies. I did drain them, but maybe I should have pressed some of the water, more of the water or juice out of it to kind of dry it up a little bit, or put it in a pan to dry it up. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's where a lot of the moisture was coming from. But either way, it's going to be delicious. All right, so I had an incident on Sunday night after my meal prep was over and I had everything all packaged up and ready to go, and I put it in the refrigerator, and I went to my freezer to pull something out, and everything was defrosted in my freezer. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So I told my husband about it. Something's wrong with the freezer. It's not working. I turned the temperature up a little bit, but it takes a full 24 hours when you turn up the temperature in your freezer and refrigerator for it to really catch up. And so I started putting everything away, all my meal prep in the refrigerator, and I realized when I put my hands in, it really wasn't that cold in there either. So, long story short, my refrigerator went out. And I was sick. I was heartbroken. I was like, oh my gosh, I just cooked all this food. My entire meal prep. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. So the refrigerator was still cold. We closed it up. I didn't open it again for the rest of the night. It was still, you know, kind of in the low 30s, which 36 is where your refrigerator should be. And my husband looked at it today. We had a guy come by and look, and I guess there's a fan that went out in the freezer that keeps the entire unit cold. Now, I didn't think there was much hope for my refrigerator because it's 18 years old, and they don't make appliances to last that long. I mean, as much as you pay for a refrigerator, it should last, you know, a long time, but a lot of times they don't. And I didn't have a lot of hope that it could be fixed. But we took all of our food out, we put it in coolers, we put it in ice. We have like one of those little mini refrigerators, like, I don't know, maybe an apartment size refrigerator. It's just a tiny little thing. And so we drug that out and put all the meal prep and everything in that so it can stay cold and stay good, so that all that money didn't go to waste. I mean, that's what I was thinking about. I was just thinking about the cost of all the food. I have another freezer. I have an upright freezer. So everything that was in the freezer, on the side-by-side, it was thawed out, but it was still cold. So I threw all that stuff back into the upright freezer, packed that thing full. I mean, it is full. But it was the stuff in the refrigerator that I was trying to save. So that little tiny refrigerator held all of my husband's meal prep, all of my meal prep, a lot of the cheeses, because, yeah, I've got a good supply stock of cheese, different kinds of cheese. And I was just thinking about all the cost of all that stuff. But anyway, it's turning out to be a happy ending. Hopefully it'll be fixed by Friday or Saturday, I'm hoping, because if it's not, I'm not going to be able to do my meal prep this week, and I'll just have to eat leftovers out of my freezer, stuff that I've kind of stocked up on that's left over from the previous meal preps. But I'll keep you updated on that. We're going to get a fan order tomorrow, and it'll be here on Thursday, so hopefully we can get it fixed in the next day or two after that. Say a prayer for me. All right, so anyway, that's my sad story for the day. Okay, so anyway, let's get back on track, shall we? Okay, so here is my weight from this morning. All right, so this morning I was 164.4, which means I was down the 0.2 pounds that I gained on Sunday. So I'm pretty much staying kind of in the same area, and I'm okay with that. I know that you can't just keep going down, 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 and your weight has to like stabilize a little bit. I know you're going to retain a little bit of water. I mean, when your fat cells, when you lose weight and your fat cells lose the fat, they fill up with water for a little while. And that's when you experience that whoosh, is when that water weight goes away. So, I mean, 0.2 pounds, that's not a big deal. But still, I want to see 163 again. I mean, that was good. And I know I will. I'm not worried about it. We'll find out what happens. It'd be nice if I saw it by Wednesday, which is my weekly weigh-in day, or even by Friday, which is my 90-day update. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's all up to my body. All right, so what did I have for lunch today? Well, let's find out. Okay, so it's just about almost noon. Wow. And this is my first meal of the day. I have this turkey with cream cheese and banana peppers in the middle. Yum. All right, and here's my second meal of the day. I'm having one last piece of this yummy taco pie. A little bit of guacamole, salsa, and sour cream on the side. Okay, so I had the turkey roll-ups with the cream cheese and the banana peppers, and that turkey was something, just in case you didn't see my meal prep, that turkey was something that was in my freezer that I bought a long time ago, and I've been trying to use up some of the lunch meats that are in my freezer so that they don't go bad. And turkey deli meat is not something I usually buy, and I don't know why I bought it when I did. But I don't know if it was maybe a month ago, I talked about a video that I watched of Dr. Berg, and he was talking about the leaner the protein, the more it spikes your insulin. So I hadn't been eating any turkey or chicken breast or anything like that, because that was a good point, and I really wanted to take that to heart. But I have the turkey in my freezer, and I need to use it up. It's been in there for several months, and it needs to be eaten. So I paired it up with some cream cheese. I mean, I'm not too worried about it spiking my insulin because, you know, like I've said before, I'm not diabetic or anything like that. But I certainly don't want to eat anything that's going to spike my insulin. That's the whole point of keto, is keeping your insulin low so that your body can lose weight better. Anyway, that's why I'm having turkey. You don't usually see me eat turkey, and you probably won't see me eat turkey very often because, I don't know, I like turkey. I don't love turkey. If I'm going to do deli roll-ups, I would rather do roast beef or salami or pepperoni. Those are my favorites. All right, so anyway, that's enough about that. And then I had the last piece of taco pie because I was like, you know what, if we can save all the food in my refrigerator, the first thing I need to eat is the stuff from the last meal prep. And I had one more piece of that taco pie, and it's so, so good. I didn't want it to go bad. So I went ahead and ate that today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to eat the Asian beef wraps. We're going to see how those turned out. Those are in the refrigerator. They're safe. You know, I'm not going to get sick from those. But I do want to finish up what I already started. So I'm going to eat those. And then the green chili casserole was 6 servings, which I'm not going to eat all 6 servings. So probably 2 or 3 of those servings are going to go in my freezer so that they don't go bad. I just know that green chili casserole is going to be delicious. I just know it. I mean, it smelled amazing. But we'll find out. On Wednesday, that's going to be my plan, is to have that. All right, so that's my update for the last 2 days. That's what I ate. That's what I weighed. And I'm feeling really, really good. I mean, I am feeling fabulous. I know I say that all the time, but I really am feeling really, really good. I just can't believe that the foods that I eat are helping me to lose weight and feel this great. I mean, I'm never, ever hungry. And I never had that on the 1,200 calorie diets that I had in the past. And even when I did Atkins for a couple of years, I still had that hunger. Something about keto and the way it works with the higher fat and the moderate protein and the low carb, it just, it keeps me satiated. And I'm hoping that it does with you guys too. I mean, if you're having trouble with hunger and you've been on keto for a month or more, you know, let me know. Maybe we can work it out and find out, you know, what's going on. I know a lot of people eat more of a higher protein, moderate fat keto, but I just feel like I did that for a little bit just to kind of tweak it out last year and see how it was. And I was hungry when I was eating higher protein, moderate fat. Now, I do have to say that if you're getting your fats from, you know, butters and oils and stuff like that, and not so much from fatty proteins, that could be the reason why. I really, truly believe, now this is just my opinion, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not an expert, I'm not a rocket scientist, I'm none of those things. I'm just telling you what has worked for me and my body. And I truly believe that if you get your fats mostly from, now see, I cook with avocado oil, I cook with coconut oil, I use butter on my vegetables, I do all those things, for real, I do. And I have cream cheese, and cheddar cheese, and Monterey Jack cheese, and any cheese I can get my hands on. I do get my fats from those things, but I really, really try to get most of my fats from the meats, the proteins that I eat. And I really believe that the fat and the protein and the meats is what helps keep me full for longer. I don't know, but it just seems like that's how it is to me. Okay, so I just want to tell you one more thing. I'm a little bit chatty today, huh? So today, when I was at work, there was one of the nurses that, she doesn't work at the hospital anymore, but she worked at the hospital up until about, I don't know, a few months ago. And she came in to visit one of the patients, and I got up to do some things, and she was like, wow, you are looking good. You look like you've lost a lot of weight. I mean, is that the best thing ever? Is it the best thing ever when somebody genuinely tells you, and she didn't know that I'd been on a diet. She asked me how I did it, and I was talking about keto and the whole thing, and I told her about my husband and everything else. And I mean, she genuinely noticed, and because she didn't know that I'd been losing weight purposely. So anyway, that just made me feel good, and I wanted to share that non-scale victory with you guys. All right, so anyway, that's all that I have for today. This is the last week of my online class that I'm taking. Thursday is my last day. I've got to hit those books. I have 3 more lessons to complete. I have my last class to complete, and then I'll be done. And then I can start working on the website a little bit more. I really missed that. I mean, I didn't know when I started the website that I was going to be doing this class. And I started, I got 2 pages up, and I've really been wanting to update a lot more. I want to put some meal plans. I want to put a bunch of recipes. I just want to put a lot of things, free things on there, the resources that people can go to and, learn how to do the keto diet. You don't have to pay $30, $40, $50, $100 a month for whatever somebody's selling. It's all free and it's all online. And I really want to share, what I've learned with you guys as well. So anyway, in the month of April, well, next week, it's not April yet. Next week, I'll be putting another page or 2 up on the website, and I'll let you know when I update it. Okay, so anyway, that's all that I have for today. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. So until then, keep calm and keto on.